Welcome back to my channel. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, like and hit the notification button, then you'll see a lot more of my videos. Today I'm showing you how to make the secret chili sauce. I've left my jalapenos, my onions and my herbs to ferment for just a little bit over a week. You'll see the white fermentation at the top. That you must just remove. Try not to put that, or remove as much as possible of that. Try not to put it into your mixture. Just remove as much as possible of it. Most of it, fortunately, stick to the side of the bottle, the one you've taken out. So on these bottles, I try and scrape off on the side I'm going to use, and then you take out your plastic that has kept it under the water, because that's the trick with your fermentation. Things must stay away from oxygen. Don't throw them away. You can wash them and use them again. Do the same with the second bottle. Take it out. As much as the fermentation off from the side, you're going to pour it out. Take the plastic out. Pour everything as it is into your pot. First one and the second one. And you can put it on a low heat. You can put it on a low heat just to let it start simmering. You can close it just to get it going. Once it starts boiling, you just lift your lid sideways a little bit just so that it can breathe. Put your temperature lower and just let it simmer for about 15-20 minutes so everything is nice and soft. Alright, it has now boiled for about 15 to 20 minutes, actually slightly more than 20 minutes. The jalapenos and the onions and everything are nice and soft. They're not so crunchy as they used to be. Now the moment you start boiling this, the fermentation process stops, so it will not carry on fermenting. All you do now is use your thunder stick or whatever you want to call it, and oops, that one is not in nicely. There we go. And you put everything into a pulp. You want it nice and fine, so do this as much as possible. Nice and fine, and you're just about finished. The hardest part is done. All you've got to do now is strain the solids. So you just pour it through a sieve and let the solids strain off. The best way to get that done is to simply, the same spoon you were using to stir, you just stir it around to get the liquids through. You can see in the bottom a nice chili sauce there. It's very, it smells delicious and quite strong. but it's very, very similar to a Tabasco type of sauce, like the jalapeno Tabasco sauce. It's very, very similar to that. It has got a nice bite to it, but it's also got a very, very nice taste to it. Now, when you do your fermentation process, you use salt, so 2.4% salt compared to weight. Remember, not volumetric, but weight of the water and your product. And you put it in a bottle or 2 or 3, and you let it stand for a week, a couple of days. No oxygen must get to it. Oxygen is your enemy. It must stay underneath the water. The fermentation process starts the moment it starts standing. That is what gives the sauce the best taste. Okay, I have strained most of the pulp out. You can see the pulp I've bottled. Don't throw the pulp away. You can use it for cooking. I've strained most of the pulp out. Now you have a very, very nice liquid. But I'm going to strain it a second time, just to make sure that I get as much as possible of the pulp out. The first time I strain it, I use the spoon quite a bit to make sure that it goes through. The second time, I try and stir it not too much so that I can get more of the pulp, just a little bit. Okay, so I've strained it the first time. You can see it's quite coarse, the first pulp that came out. The second time I've strained it, you can see it's not so coarse. It's quite a bit finer. But you want to try and get as much as possible of the pulp out. Again, don't throw that away. That you can use for cooking on food. It's absolutely delicious on a steak if you're going to barbecue it or fry it like we call it in South Africa. Okay, and we just continue straining it for a second time, just to get as much as possible of the pulp out and retain the liquid. The liquid is what you're after. The pulp you can use for whatever, but the liquid is what you're after for eating with your food. Again, you just stir it a little bit, just let it go down on its own for a bit. Sometimes put it in and I just tap it a bit and then I let it stand. Alright, so now we've got, as you can see there, the liquid. I'd say probably about 85% of the pulp is out. And this is the chili sauce that people love. There you go. So you can decant it into any bottle you want. So we use these bottles, stick them in the fridge, and they don't last long. Between my wife, my son and my daughter, that bottle and this one will probably be finished in a week. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications, and you'll see when I load new videos on. Thank you.